Hey guys, welcome in Mastering Angular 15 from Beginner to Advanced course. In today's lecture, we will explore the Angular project structure in detail. So let's get started. I have opened the project in VS Code and this is the project we have created in our previous lecture. If we see first two files .angular and .vs code, these files are created by default and we don't need to change anything in these files. Next we have node modules folder. This folder contains all the modules we have installed in this project. Next folder we have is source folder. Source is the folder which contains the main code files related to the Angular application. In this source folder we have other two folders, app and assets. App contains the component files in which the application logic and data are defined. Then we have assets folder. This assets folder contains image and other assets file. Then there is favicon. It's an icon to use for this application in the bookmark bar. Next there is index.html. It's the main HTML page that is served when someone visits the site. The CLI automatically adds all JavaScript and CSS files when building the app, so it typically don't need to add any script or link tags here manually. Next there is main.ts file. The main entry point for the application is main.ts, which compiles the application with the JIT compiler and bootstrap the application's root module, like app module, to run in the browser. Then we have style.css. It lists CSS files that supply styles for a project. The extension reflects the style preprocessor that we have configured for our project. After source folder we have editor config file. Editor config is a simple configuration file that contains a list of rules which can be applied to any IDE or code editors for proper formatting of code. Then we have gitignore file. This file is used to specify which files and directories should be excluded from the version control. Then there is angular.json file which provides workspace-wide and project-specific configuration defaults. These are used for build and development tools provided by the Angular CLI, and path values given in the configuration are relative to the root workspace directory. In this first we have schema, and in schema we define that which kind of schema we are using in this project. Then there is a version. Here our version is 1 and we can change it with the build. Then we have new project root, which is project. Next we have projects property. This project property show that in this current Angular application we have how many projects. Here we have only one project, hello world. For example, if we have another project, test hello, in this application, then we have test hello property with all its settings under this projects property. In this project there is a project type. Project type is an application can run independently in a browser. Then there is schematics that customize the ng generate subcommand option default for this project. Right now we have only one property in it, which is style property, and it is SCSS. Then we have source root. It's a root directory for this project's source files. Then there is prefix. It's a string that Angular prepends to create selectors and can be customized to identify an application or features area. Then we have architect section. Architect section of angular.json contains a set of architect targets. Each target object specifies the builder for that target, which is the npm package for the tool that architect runs. Each target also has an option section that configures default options for the target. For example, build configures defaults for options of the ng build command, and serve overrides build defaults and supplies extra serve of defaults for the ng serve command, and so on. Then we have package log.json. It's automatically generated for any operation where npm modifies either the node modules tree or package.json. It describes the exact tree that was generated. And in package.json we have all our packages. Then we have a readme file which have all the guidelines to build and run our project. Then there is tsconfig.app.json. Angular uses this tsconfig.app.json file to build the application. And this file mainly consists of the information is compiler options, files, include or exclude. Then we have tsconfig.json file. It's a file of JSON format which allows us to point the root level files and different compiler options. Existence of this file in a project specify that the given directory is the TypeScript project folder root, and at the end there is tsconfig.spec.json file. It's a TypeScript configuration for the application test. And this was the overview of the basic Angular project. Hope you understand it. If you have any question or query, you can ask in comments. If this lecture is helpful for you, then guys, please like, subscribe and share my channel. Thanks for watching.